Good morning to all. My name is Nikita and I am a student of BSc Chemistry Honours second year of Pandit Nekiram Sharma Government College Rohtak. Today I am going to discuss about ethers introduction. In- Ethers are the inorganic compounds having carbon, oxygen, carbon as the functional group are called ethers. Their general formula is ROR dash, where R and R dash may be small, same or different alkyl or aryl group, or one of them may be an alkyl group and the another aryl group. The divalent oxygen is also called the ethereal oxygen. Ethers in which the group R and R dash are the same are called simple or symmetrical ethers, while those in which the groups R and R dash are different are called mixed or unsymmetrical ethers. For example, diethyl ether, diphenyl ether, ethyl methyl ether, or methyl vinyl ethers, in which diethyl ether or diphenyl ethers are symmetrical ethers, whereas ethyl methyl ether or methyl phenyl ether are unsymmetrical ethers. Ethers may be regarded as the functional isomer of alcohols. For example, both dimethyl ether and ethyl alcohol have the same molecular formula C2H6O but different functional groups. Now we classify the ethers. Ethers may be broadly classified into the following three categories. First, aliphatic ethers. Aliphatic ethers in which R and R dash may be saturated or unsaturated groups derived from aliphatic hydrocarbon. For example, ethyl methyl ethers are saturated, whereas methyl vinyl ether are unsaturated. Second one is aromatic ethers. Aromatic ethers in which either one or both R and R dash are aryl groups. For example, methyl phenyl ethers or ethyl phenyl ethers. Aromatic ethers are further subdivided into phenolic ethers and diaryl ethers. Ethers in which one of the group is aryl while the other is alkyl are called phenolic ethers or alkyl aryl ethers. On the other hand, ethers in which both the groups are aryl are called diaryl ether. For example, C6H5 or CH3 or methyl phenyl ether means phenolic ether. Other one is C6H5 or C6H5 diphenyl ether or diaryl ether. Third one is cyclic ethers. Ethers in which the oxygen is present in the ring are called cyclic ethers. They are further classified as simple cyclic ethers or crown ethers. Cyclic ethers containing 1, 2 or 3 oxygen atom in the ring are called simple cyclic ethers. For example, ethylene oxide or tetrahydrofuran. Crown ethers are the cyclic ether containing at least 4 oxygen atoms are called crown ethers because their three-dimensional shape resemble the shape of a crown. They are usually named as X crown Y, where X is the total number of atoms in the ring and Y the total number of oxygen atom. For example, 4 crown 4 here 12 is the number of total atom and 4 is the number of oxygen atom present in the molecular compound. Now we are going to discuss about nomenclature of ethers. First we discuss in open chain or acyclic ethers. Common names. The common names of ether are derived by naming the two alkyl or aryl group linked to the oxygen atom in alphabetical order or adding the word ethers. In case of symmetrical ethers, the prefix di is used before the name of the alkyl or the aryl group. Some aromatic ethers, however, have their special names. For example, methyl phenyl ether is called anisole and ethyl phenyl ether is called phenotol. IPAC naming. In the IPAC system, ethers are named as alkoxyalkane. The ethereal oxygen is taken with a smaller alkyl group and form a part of the alkoxy group, while the larger alkyl group is considered to be a part of the alkane. The common name and IPAC name of the some ethers are given in table 3.1. Structure of the ether CH3O CH3. Common name dimethyl ether or methyl ether. IUPAC name methoxymethane. Structure of the ether CH3CH2O CH2CH3. Common name diethyl ether or ethyl ether. IUPAC name ethoxyethane. Second one is acyclic polyethers. Long chain polyethers are named as oxa derivative of the alkane corresponding to the total number of carbon and oxygen atom present in the chain. For example, CH3O CH2 CH2O CH3. The name of this molecular compound is 2,5 dioxohexane. Third one is cyclic ethers. First, common names. In the common names, the three-membered cyclic ethers are named as oxide of the alkyline from which they are derived. For example, ethylene oxide or epoxide, propylene oxides, isobutylene oxide. The name of some cyclic ethers are based upon the name of their fully hydrogenated products. For example, tetrahydroxypyrene. IPAC name. The IPAC name of the cyclic ether CH2O, Vol, and where any the 2, 3, 4, 5 and up to 6 are given below. Any the number of oxygen. Methods of formation. Ethers can be prepared by the following general methods. First, from alkyl halide by Williamson synthesis. This is one of the best methods for the preparation of ethers. It involves the treatment of an alkyl halide with a suitable sodium alkoxide. The sodium alkoxide needed for the purpose is prepared by the action of the sodium on a suitable alcohol. The reaction in fact involves the nucleophilic displacement or substitution of the halide ion from the alkyl halide by the alkoxide ion by SN2 mechanism. Thus, example 2R-OH plus 2Na gives 2R-O negative Na positive plus H2 means alcohol gives sodium alkoxides. This method can be used for the preparation of both symmetrical and unsymmetrical ethers. For example, sodium ethoxide is react with ethyl bromide in the presence of 330 Kelvin temperature. It gives us diethyl ether. Similarly, alkyl aryl ethers can be easily prepared by treating sodium phenoxide with alkyl halide. Example, sodium phenoxide is treated with methyl bromide and it gives us anisole. Like halide ion, sulfate ion is a good living group. Limitation. A proper choice of alkyl halide and sodium alkoxide to be used in Williamson synthesis is necessary in the view of the following consideration. First one is, since a halogen attached to double bond or aromatic ring cannot be readily displaced by a nucleophilic reagent. Therefore, aryl halide are not generally used in the Williamson synthesis. Therefore, for the synthesis of simple alkyl aryl ether, the ether in the reaction is carried out between on alkyl halide and sodium phenoxide and not between aryl halide and sodium alkoxide. For example, sodium phenoxide is reacted with ethyl bromide in the presence of some heat. It gives us phenitol and sodium iodide. However, if the halogen is activated by the presence of electron withdrawing group at ortho and para position with respect to the halogen atom, such activated aryl halide can be used in Williamson synthesis. For example, para-nitrobromobenzene is react with sodium methoxide in the presence of some heat. It gives us para-nitroanisole and sodium bromide. Second one is, we have stated above that Williamson synthesis involves nucleophilic attack of the alkoxide phenoxide on an alkyl halide. Now, depending upon the structure, alkyl halide may undergo substitution or elimination reaction. Therefore, for the success of this reaction, it is essential that the alkyl halide used must be such which predominantly undergoes nucleophilic substitution, since primary alkyl halide and more susceptible to SN2 reaction. Therefore, best yields of unsymmetrical ethers are obtained when alkyl halide are primary, alkoxide may be primary, secondary or tertiary. For example, tertiary butyl ethyl ether is prepared by treating ethyl bromide with sodium tertiary butoxide. When sodium tertiary butoxide is reacted with ethyl bromide in the presence of some heat, it gives us tertiary butyl ethyl ether. The second method of preparation is reaction of alkyl halide with dry silver iodide. Ethers can be also be prepared by heating an alkyl halide with dry silver oxide. For example, ethyl bromide in the presence of silver oxide in some heat gives us diethyl ether. Third one is from alcohol. By dehydration of alcohols, acid catalyzed dehydration. Acid catalyzed dehydration. Symmetrical ether can be prepared by dehydration of alcohol with concentrated H2SO4 at 413 Kelvin. The yields of ether, however, depends upon the nature of alcohol, whether primary, secondary or tertiary. Alkyl halides are primary and alkoxide may be primary, secondary or tertiary. For example, tertiary butyl ethyl are prepared by treating ethyl bromide with sodium tertiary butoxides. Limitations. Limitation. So this method is useful for the large scale production of ethers. It has two major drawbacks. For the preparation of ethers is always accompanied by the formation of alkene due to intramolecular dehydration of alcohols. However, in case of primary alcohol, the alkene are formed by only to a small extent, which can be further suppressed by using a large excess of alcohol. In case to alcohol, alkenes are formed in much larger amount than ethers, but in case of tertiary alcohol, alkylic formation of alkene occur. The order of dehydration of alcohol leading to the formation of ethers follow the sequence: primary is greater than secondary is greater than tertiary. Therefore, dehydration of alcohol is used only for preparing ether from primary alcohol. Second, the method is used the method is not suitable for unsymmetrical ethers because a complex mixture of ether is always obtained. For example, 3ROH plus 3HOR dash in the presence of concentrated H2SO4 gives us ROR plus ROR dash plus R dash OR dash plus 3H2O. Mechanism. The reaction is an example of nucleophilic substitution reaction in which the protonated alcohol molecule act as a substrate, water as the leaving group, and another molecule of alcohol as the nucleophile. The reaction may follow either first order kinetics SN1 or SN2 depending upon the nature of the alcohol used. In general, primary alcohol follow SN2 mechanism while secondary and tertiary alcohol follows SN1 mechanism. B. Catalytic dehydration. Dehydration of alcohol to ethers can also be achieved by passing the vapor of an alcohol over heating alumina at 5 to 3 Kelvin. Second, by the action of diazomethane on an alcohols or phenol. Methyl ether can also be prepared in the excellent yield by the action of diazomethane on alcohols or phenols in the presence of tetrafluoroboric acid HBF4 as catalyst. Third, from alkenes. Ethers can be prepared from reactive alkenes by the following two methods. First, direct addition of alcohol in the presence of acid as catalyst. For example, 2-methylpropene plus methanol in the presence of H2SO4. The rule is added Markovnikov addition. It gives us 2-methoxy-2-methylpropane, tertiary butyl methyl ether. The main disadvantage of this method is that sometimes the initial formed carbocation rearranged to the more stable carbocation, which then react with alcohol to form rearranged ethers. For example, 3,3-dimethyl-1-butene in the presence of H2SO4 and alcohol gives us 2-ethoxy-2,3-dimethyl-butane rearranged product or normal product, which is 3-ethoxy-2,2-dimethyl-butane. Third, indirect addition of alcohol. Alkoxymercuration reduction. Alkene readily react with mercuric trifluoroacetate in the presence of an alcohol to give alkoxymercuricial compound, which upon reduction with NaBH4 is basic medium gives ethers in high yields. For example, propene in the presence of alcohol with mercuric trifluoroacetate gives us the CH3CH, CH2, C2H5O, HgOOC, CF3 in the presence of NaBH4, or it gives us CH3CHO, C2H5, CH3 यानी कि 2-ethoxypropane. The two-step process is called alkoxymercuration reduction or alkoxymercuration demercuration and gives ethers in accordance with Markovnikov's addition of alcohol to alkene. The main advantage of this method over Williamson synthesis are the reaction does not involve carbocation intermediate and hence there are no rearrangement of this reaction. From Grignard reagent, higher ethers can be prepared by treating alpha haloethers with suitable Grignard reagent. For example, methoxychloromethane in the presence of dry ether gives us ethyl methyl ether and chloromagnesium iodide. Some physical properties of the ether. First, physical state, color and odor. Dimethyl ether and ethyl methyl ether are gases at ordinary temperature, while other lower homologous of ethers are colorless liquids with characteristic ether smell. Second, dipolar nature. Because of the greater electronegativity of oxygen than carbon, the CO bonds are slightly polar and thus have a dipole moment. Since the two CO bonds in ethers are inclined to each other at an angle of 110 degree and the two dipole do not cancel each other. As a result, ethers have a dipole moment of 1.15 to 1.3 diaperture. For example, the dipole moment of dimethyl ether is 1.3 diaperture and that of diethyl ether 1.18 diaperture. Third one is boiling point. Ethers are isomeric with monohydric alcohol but their boiling point are much lower than the isomeric alcohol. This is due to the reason that unlike alcohol, ethers do not form hydrogen bonds. As a result, ethers do not show a molecular association and have lower boiling point than the corresponding alcohols. Further, the weak polarity of the CO bond does not appreciably affect the boiling point of ethers, which are about the same as those of the alkane with comparable molecular mass. Fourth, solubility. Ethers containing up to 3 carbon atoms and soluble in water. The solubility of other lower ethers in water comparable to those of corresponding alcohol. For example, like ethanol, dimethyl ether is completely miscible with water. Similarly, both diethyl ether and N-butyl alcohol are soluble in water to the same extent, that is 8 gram per 100 gram of water. The solubility of lower ethers in water is due to the formation of hydrogen bond between ether and water molecule as shown below. As the molecular mass increases, the solubility of ethers in water increases due to a corresponding increase in the hydrocarbon portion of the molecule. Ethers are, however, fairly soluble in common organic solvents such as alcohol, benzene, chloroform, acetone, etc. Density. All ethers are lighter than water. Surface tension. They have low surface tension. Chemical properties. First, reaction of ethereal oxygen in the action of concentrated acids. Second, formation of coordination complexes. Being Lewis bases ether are coordination complexes known as etherates with Lewis acids such as BF3L, Cl3, FeCl3, Grignard reagent, etc. During the formation of these complexes, Grignard reagent dissolve in ether. That is why Grignard reagent are usually prepared in the ethers. They, however, cannot be prepared in benzene because benzene has no lone pair of electron and hence cannot form complexes with them. Second, reaction involving the cleavage of carbon-oxygen bond. First, with halogen acid. Ether are readily cleaved by hydriodic acid or hydrobromic acid at 373 to form an alcohol and alkyl halide. For example, ether with the presence of HX gives alcohol and alkyl halide at a temperature of 373 Kelvin. However, if excess of acid is used, the alcohol first formed react further with the halogen acid to form the corresponding alkyl halide. Reactivity of halogen acid. The order of reactivity of halogen acid follows the sequence Hi is greater than HBr is greater than HCl. As discussed above, the cleavage of ethers by halogen acid in fact involves the nucleophilic attack of the halide ion on the protonated ether molecule. Obviously, greater the nucleophilicity of the halide ion, more reactive is the halogen acid. Since the nucleophilicity of the halide ion follows the sequence I negative is greater than Br negative is greater than Cl3. Therefore, the reactivity of the halogen with acid follow the same sequence. Hi is greater than HBr is greater than HCl. Now the site of cleavage. The site of cleavage is of unsymmetrical ether of halogen acid depend upon the nature of the group R and R dash. First, if both the groups R and R dash are primary, the alkyl halide is always obtained from the smaller alkyl group. For example, ethyl methyl ether in the presence of Hi gives methyl iodide and ethyl alcohol in the presence of 373 Kelvin. Second, if one group is methyl and the other is a primary or a secondary alkyl group, the reaction occurs by a Sentoo mechanism due to steric hindrance and the halide ion always attacks the smaller alkyl group CH3 group to give methyl iodide while the bulkier group gives the alcohol. Third, if one group is methyl and the other is a tertiary alkyl group, the reaction occurs by SN1 mechanism and the formation of product is controlled by the stability of the carbocation resulting from the cleavage of CO bond in a protonated ether. Since tertiary alkyl carbonation is much more stable than methyl carbocation, therefore the alkyl halide is always derived from tertiary alkyl group and the alcohol from the smaller group, that is methyl group. These diaryl ethers are not cleaved by Hi because both the carbon atom to which oxygen is attached are sp2 hybridized and hence repel the nucleophilic halide ion. Gisel's method. Cleavage of alkyl aryl ethers by hydriodic acid HI form the basis of Gisel's method for the estimation of alkoxy groups such as methoxy and ethoxy groups in such ethers. A known weight of the phenolic ether is treated with an excess of concentrated hydriodic acid. The alkyl iodide produced as a result of cleavage of ethers by HI is treated with an ethanolic solution of silver nitrate. The precipitate of silver iodide thus form is filtered, washed and dried and then weighted. From the amount of AgI formed, the percentage of alkoxy group can be estimated. Second, with sulfuric acid on heating with diluted H2SO4 under pressure, ethers are hydrolyzed to alcohols. Second, when heated with concentrated H2SO4, ethers react in the same manner as with halogen acid to form an alcohol and an alkyl hydrogen sulfate. Third, reaction involving the alkyl group. First, action of air and light. Auto-oxidation. Formation of peroxide when exposed to air and light for a long time. Ethers are oxidized to form hydroperoxide or simply peroxides. These peroxides are very dangerous compounds since they decompose violently at a high temperature. Therefore, serious explosions may occur during distillation of old sample of ethers if peroxides are not removed. Peroxides of mm, Presence of peroxide in old sample of ethers may be detected by shaking them with a freshly prepared solution of FeSO4 followed by addition of KCNS. Appearance of a red color indicates that the presence of peroxides. A simple method to remove peroxide is to shake off an old sample of ether with ether and aqueous solution of Ki or a ferrous salt. When ether peroxide are reduced to ether and I negative ion is oxidized to I2 or Fe2 positive salt are oxidized to Fe3 positive salt. Second, halogenation. Ether react with Cl2 or Br to give substitution products. The extent of halogenation, however, depends upon the reaction condition. For example, diethyl ether react with chlorine the dark to give alpha and alpha dash dichloroethyl ether. When diethyl ether is react with chlorine dark, it gives us alpha chlorodiethyl ether, and when it is react again with chlorine dark, it remove HCl and a product is formed that is alpha alpha dash dichlorodiethyl ether. However, in the presence of light and excess of chlorine, all the hydrogen atom are substituted to give perchlorodiethyl ether. When diethyl ether is react with chlorine that is present in excess in the presence of H nu gives us perchlorodiethyl ethers and 10 mole of HCl. Thank you.